Gracia, Oseblu Ananyeli, Idingos Nextiboro, others in God's Puma forgive Jesus. Maria, their son, then Ketubu, Okwe Melaro.
All right, thank you.
Oseblu Ananyeli, Idingos Nextiboro, others in God's Puma forgive Jesus. Maria, their son, then Ketubu, Dabalanya, your own name, Ketubu, so. Ayo, I know the old Chuku, Kirin Grasa, Imogai, Kairondian Jabuja, where Mali will have no Christian Wadi, Sister Novia, where Batano Stone and Beaten Awaya, Stena Christi, Amen. Otito the Rena, Nawana Monso, Otito the Rena, Nawana Monso, Otito the Rena, Nawana Monso, Amen. Pablo Bindini Nequerano Galaga, Pablo Bifaz Rican and Dokwa. Amen.
Onye nwanyị nọ nye ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie ụnụ nna na nwa na mmụọ nsọ.
Amen.
Ebonadi FM, 24 hours of informative, educative, and entertainment programs. Can't stop, won't stop. On Ebonadi 103.5 FM. Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good morning and welcome to Abona, the 103.5 FM news updates. Today, Tuesday, the 22nd day of August 2023, and the time is 3 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Ifai Chukwekeze is my name. The headlines. Anambra APC, APGA trade wars over palliatives sharing. Group raises alarm over delay in trial of kidnap murder suspects of Ebonyi woman. Prioritize projects that will benefit Enugu people. Mba charges new commissioner for subsidy. Soludo rolls out cash rewards, salary increase, tax exemption for Ndanambra. Enugu CP charges senior officers on effective policing in Enugu. Trump plans to turn himself in on Thursday over Georgia indictment. Now, details. Anambra APC, APGA trade wars over palliatives sharing. The All Progressive Congress and the All Progressive Grand Alliance have engaged each other in a war of wars over the palliatives released by the federal government across the state to cushion the petroleum subsidy removal. The Southeast APC Young Progressive Forum Anambra State chapter had on Saturday issued a statement asking the Anambra State Governor, Prof. Ludo, to account for the federal government subsidy palliatives assigned to the state. In the statement co-signed by the national convener of the group, Pascal Kando, and others on Saturday, the group decried that everything about the federal government's palliative was being handled in secrecy in Anambra. Part of the group's statement read, "We are all aware from the NEC meeting held on Thursday, the Borno State Governor, Professor Babagana Zulum, told Nigerians that the federal government had already released 5 trucks of rice to all states last week and that the 5 billion naira was approved by Mr. President for disbursement to the states to enable each of the states to procure additional 100,000 bags of rice, 40,000 bags of maize, and fertilizer to be distributed to the most vulnerable across their various states. The diversion of the rights palliatives via the government, as it is being touted by some concerned discerning minds in the state, would have a deliberating effect on the image of reigning state government. But in a reaction via a press statement on Monday, the national coordinator, Afghan Media Warriors Forum, Chinedu Obigwe, said the APC group was only using the issue of federal government's palliatives to play hide and seek game over their political loyalty. Group raises alarm over delay in trial of kidnap murder suspects of Ebonyi woman. A human rights organization based in Abakaliki, the Ebonyi state capital, Ebonyi Justice, Human Rights Protection and Defense Organization, has expressed concern over the delay in the conclusion of the trial of the suspects arrested in connection with the kidnap and murder of a woman leader in Ishiago community, Ivo local government area of the state, Mrs. Catherine Okorie. Briefing journalists in Abakaliki, the Ebonyi state capital, the director of the organization, Mr. Silas Akubiro, described it as unfortunate and regrettable that years after some of those arrested and detained were granted bail, they are now walking freely in the streets of the state. The group urged the judiciary not to allow political influence to scuttle the speedy trial of the suspects and urged the judiciary not to allow perpetrators of injustice and crime to go unpunished. Similarly, a woman leader from the community who spoke on grounds of anonymity lamented that since the trial was stalled, the rate of kidnapping in the community has increased to an alarming rate. We were made to believe that the judiciary in the last hope of the common man was, but unfortunately, in the case of the kidnap and murder of Mrs. Okorie, the judiciary has decided to look the other way while the arrested suspects move freely, she said. Prioritize projects that will benefit Enugu people, Mba charges new commissioner. The Enugu State Governor, Dr. Peter Mba, has charged the newly appointed Commissioner for Budget and Planning in the state, Mr. Chris Robert Ozongu, to prioritize the projects that would impact directly on the lives of the people, urging him to quickly integrate into the team that would take the state to enviable heights. The governor will give discharge at the government house in Enugu during the swearing-in ceremony of the commissioner on Monday disclosed that the choice to appoint Mr. Ozongu into his cabinet was influenced by his creditable track records and wealth of experiences over the years in his spheres of operations. Mba further expressed confidence that the budget under the commissioner would drive development, boost productivity, and optimize all sectors. On his part, the new commissioner thanked the governor for considering him worthy to be a member of his team, saying he was prepared for the battle to upstage the status quo and implement the lofty objectives of the administration. He pledged commitment to the task that will be assigned to him, adding that he would not betray the trust and confidence reposed in him by the governor. I will discharge my duties in good faith and with respect and cooperation of my colleagues. I can assure you that we will do our best to deliver on this mandate, he said. For subsidy, Soludo rolls out cash rewards, salary increase, tax exemption for Anambra. Governor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State has rolled out measures to ameliorate the economic hardship being faced by Anambra residents as a result of removal of forced subsidy and attendant economic challenges. In an address to the people of the state, tagged Anambra State interim response to cushion the effect of economic challenges. The governor said the effort is to make sure that the people of the state do not suffer so much in the midst of hardship occasioned by subsidy removal. The governor said governments at all levels in Nigeria have sworn a keen commitment to ameliorate the consequent short-term effects of the policy change on livelihoods. There is no better time to rise up to the full essence of our motto and ideological stance on behalf of the ordinary person than now. In our 2024 budget, we shall roll out a more comprehensive agenda to address the medium to longer term issues that will help to smoothen the path for all our residents and ensure that everyone shares in our broad agenda of building a livable and prosperous homeland. In the meantime, and over the remaining 4 months of the year, September to December 2023, as well as within the context of our 2023 budget framework, we are rolling out a few immediate and medium-term measures. Enugu Commissioner of Police charges senior officers on effective policing in Enugu. The new Commissioner of Police in Enugu State, Commissioner of Police Kanayo Uzebu, has tasked senior police officers on being focused and continually deliver on their policing responsibilities in the state. All supervisory officers and commanders of units and squad should brace up to deliver on the overall mandates of the Nigerian Police Force. Uzebu gave the task on Monday in Enugu. The commissioner gave the charge while delivering his lecture at the median conference with supervisory and senior police officers in the state held at the Senior Police Officers Mess, Abani, Enugu. The senior officers at the conference included the commander's management team, area commanders, supervisory officers of operational formations and tactical teams, divisional police officers, and heads of sections and units. Uzebu noted that despite the challenging security situations of these times, the command under his watch cannot afford to disappoint the good people of the state and Nigerians in general. According to him, all senior officers and supervisors must be up and doing in order not to be caught up in the vicarious liability. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Trump plans to turn himself in on Thursday over Georgia indictment. Former President Donald Trump plans to turn himself in and be processed in Atlanta on Thursday in connection with his indictment in Georgia. He said on social media on Monday, "I'll be going to Atlanta, Georgia on Thursday to be arrested." Trump said on his Truth Social platform. He described the indictment as a politically motivated effort to derail his re-election campaign. Newsmen earlier reported that Trump planned to surrender at the Fulton County Jail in Georgia on Thursday. The date was set during negotiations between Trump's lawyers and the Fulton County District Attorney's Office on Monday over Trump's consent bond and release conditions, newsmen reported. In a 98-page Georgia indictment revealed last week, Trump and 18 other defendants were charged with a total of 41 criminal counts in connection with efforts to overturn the former president's loss in the 2020 election in the state. Prosecutors in the case have proposed that the trial start on March 4th, while Trump's lawyers have asked for a 2026 trial. Trump's surrender on Thursday will come a day after the first Republican primary presidential debate that the former president does not plan to attend. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Anambra APC, APGA, trade wars over palliative sharing. Group raises alarm over delay in trial of kidnapped murder suspects of Ebonyi woman. Prioritize projects that will benefit Enugu people. Mba charges new commissioner for subsidy. Soludo rules out cash rewards, salary increase, tax exemption for Anambra. Enugu Commissioner of Police charges senior officers on effective policing in Enugu. Trump plans to turn himself on Thursday over Georgia indictment. You just listened to news update on Ebona, the 103.5 FM news. Produced and read by Martin Ifeanyi Ekeze. Thank you for listening. Good morning.
Listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus, 6 o'clock a.m. and the 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM. How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets?
our community, our society in general. Street Report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebonade FM, who will? And if I should as number the first every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebonade 103.5 FM as Street Reports on Foods. In your face. On Emas and Ebonade Corner. 24/7. 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebonade FM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio.
From 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Getting your morning inspired, be informed, let's interact only on the morning drive.
Make it a date with Martin Efanshuku, aka Meta.
And Christy, aka Emenari, aka Classy.
From Monday to Friday, from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
On the morning drive.
106.5 FM. So guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share.